How limiting are your limiting beliefs? I'd like to talk a little bit about that, because how harmful are your beliefs or your limiting beliefs that you have, and everybody has them. Yeah, so how harmful are they? They can be very harmful because, first of all, they can hold you back, they limit you, as the word already says, and they sometimes even are not true. And so you're being held by something that is not even true. And so how do beliefs or limiting beliefs, how do they come into place? Yeah, well, they usually happen, a lot of them happen at an early age, from 0 to 7. Between 0 and 7, that's an age that we are very open. We have a very open mind. Our brain waves also are at a different frequency, at lower frequencies than we are as adults. Right now we're at beta frequency, but they operate at alpha and even theta frequencies, which is completely different. I talk more about that in my meditation video, but the essence of it is that from the age of 0 to 7, you take on information much differently through different filters. It doesn't go as through our thoughts like we do as adults, but it goes straight to our unconscious, and that's why 95% of our personalities are formed between the age of 0 to 7. Only 5% of our personality is formed after that. So you see how important it is how we communicate with our children, or what happens to you in an early age has a huge impact on who you are or who you become. And in this age, sometimes there's also a belief system that is formed and a limiting belief system that is formed. For instance, if you're doing a task and your dad tells you you're not doing it well, you're not good enough, and maybe he just means that you're not doing the task good enough, but you take it in as if you're not good enough as a person, and that leaves an imprint in your unconscious, and it becomes a belief, a limiting belief. And even that your dad didn't mean that you're not good enough in general, you're not good enough the way you're doing it, but it's your perception of how you put that imprint there, and boom, a limiting belief was born. And you drag that along with you a long time, and it becomes unconscious for you. And but it is limiting you because it's telling you constantly that you're not good enough. And there's so many people that believe that they're not good enough. I haven't met anybody actually who hasn't had that feeling of not feeling good enough. Everybody has it, and everybody has had that imprint or has had that feeling of not being good enough or sensation of it in an early age. And that's how limiting beliefs get started. And you drag them along the rest of your life. And if you tell yourself, even though you want to achieve great things, but if you're unconsciously telling yourself you're not good enough, then your unconscious is holding you back. And that's why it's very important to understand the power of beliefs, and especially the power of limiting beliefs. And so what are your limiting beliefs? What happened to you in an early age? And maybe it's difficult for you to find out, or you don't know right now, but there has been an imprint. That's how that works. You've had several imprints where you create your belief system, and some of them are very limiting, and some of them are not even true. So can you imagine that you're living a life with a limiting belief that is not even true, that's imaginary? It's crazy, right? But it's happening all the time. And so the question is, how do you deal with it, and how do you actually change a limiting belief? Step one, of course, is to find out what that limiting belief is. And I learned a lot in NLP. I've done many years of courses in NLP, and what they do very well at NLP is that they take a timeline, and they put you on a timeline. You just walk back and in imaginary in time, and then suddenly, boom, it comes out where that imprint happened. For me, it happened that I was like 5 years old, and my dad, he was an immigrant from Bulgaria and the Czech Republic, and he became a doctor very well, but he had to work very hard to get where he got, and he had to believe that he had to be better than everybody else in order to become successful, and he put that imprint on me very strongly at the age of 5. He was trying to, trying to help me and trying to give me a life lesson, but yet with that lesson I always felt maybe inadequate or not good enough, because I always needed to be better than anybody else. If I saw somebody who was good, I thought I needed to be even better than him, and sometimes it felt limiting to me, until the moment that I found out that this was a limiting belief and it's not true. It was his belief, not mine. And so by finding that out and letting that go and releasing it was a woof, wow, and things change in life then. And suddenly things start to change, because I thought that I couldn't enjoy life until I was the very best of everybody and until I made millions. And so I was standing, letting that belief stand in the way of my own happiness. Crazy, I was fooling myself for so many years until it suddenly became clear. And so finding out your limiting beliefs is a very powerful thing, because it can really be a life changer, a game changer, and it can completely change the view of yourself and help you grow and help you make the next step and finally achieve the things that you want to achieve, and eliminate the thing that has been holding you back unconsciously. So if you want to learn more about how to deal with your limiting beliefs or find them, step 1, find them, I can help out with that. And so just click the link below, book a call, book a 30-minute free call, and we can have a discussion about it and see how I can help you find your limiting beliefs and clear them out. Live free, live a limitless life, I would say. Goodbye.